Did the Buddha portray Maitreiya Buddha like what we see from the cute laughing Buddha statue nowadays? No. This one is you see, if you look at Buddha statues, those made by Chinese will have a Chinese face. Those made by Burmese will have a Burmese face. Those made by Japanese will have a Japanese face. All that is not important. Buddhas are supposed to have struggled very hard to attain enlightenment. So they should be quite lean. Just now I didn't finish telling you the difference between an Arahant and a Buddha. An Arahant is one who is liberated, right? The Buddha is one who is also liberated, but the difference is that a Buddha is one who is self-liberated. He doesn't have a teacher to guide him to become liberated. So because he has to struggle by himself and struggle very hard, that is why Buddha is considered on a higher status than an Arahant. But their enlightenment is the same. Their wisdom can also be the same. It depends on the individual. And their psychic power also depends on the individual. And then the Buddha, there are two types of Buddha. One is a Samma Sambuddha, another one is a Pacceka Buddha. Most Buddhas, after they become enlightened, then when they contemplate living beings, they find it's very difficult to teach living beings because the spiritual path goes against the grain, goes against our nature, right? To go down the river, to flow with the river is very easy. To go up the river is very difficult, right? So the spiritual path is like going up the river. But the life of a normal person is like flowing down the river, right? We follow our greed, our hatred, our delusion. We chase after all the worldly things in the world. That is what ordinary people do. So it's very easy for you to follow that. But to struggle against your nature, to cut your greed, hatred and delusion, that is very difficult. So because of that, most Buddhas, after they become enlightened, they refuse to teach the Dhamma. They become Pacceka Buddhas. It was the same with our Buddha, Sakyamuni Buddha. When he contemplated living beings, he said, enough, I don't want to teach. Why should I teach this to living beings? Then Brahma Sahampati came down and asked him to teach 3 times, appealed to him. He said, it's true, most living beings won't listen to you. But there is a small percentage of people with little dust in their eyes. They will understand. If you don't teach them, they will not progress. So it is for the sake of the few that the Buddha decided to teach. So one who teaches the Dhamma to the world is called a Samma Sambuddha.